In the beginning, the women warriors of MMA struggled to gain notoriety, always overlooked and dismissed, until this woman came along, Ronda Rousey. Nicknamed Rowdy from the moment the bronze medal-winning Olympic judoka began fighting in MMA, she looked like an unstoppable force. Her amateur career lasted 3 fights, all of which she won via armbar in 23, 57, and 24 seconds respectively. With less than 2 minutes of cage time, she quickly turned pro in 2011. That same year, the UFC president Dana White went on record stating that women, including Rousey, would never fight in the UFC. In 2012, Rousey beat fellow trailblazer Miesha Tate for Tate's Strikeforce bantamweight title, which would later be made into the UFC belt after the organizations merged. UFC president Dana White had seen enough, and in 2012, he announced that he'd brought Rousey into the organization, and she defended her now UFC women's bantamweight title in the main event of UFC 157. And how did she do it? Another first-round armbar. Rowdy Rousey was blowing up.
Well, there really is a ridiculous argument that MMA is somehow anti-women, and to say that fighting is only for men, it's a human thing. It's not a men's thing. And to say that's anti-woman is an anti-feminist statement.
With a series of ever more storied victories, Ronda Rousey went from the face of women's MMA to the face of all MMA to the face on every magazine cover, talk show, and red carpet. Sports Illustrated, ESPN, Saturday Night Live, and even in feature films. It felt like everywhere you looked, Ronda Rousey was there delivering a positive message for women and providing a strong role model for girls. By the time Holly Holm brought her undefeated run to an end with a devastating head kick in 2015, Rousey had defended her belt 6 times and became the highest paid person on the UFC roster. She would fight only once more, a first-round devastating TKO loss to Amanda Nunes. And that was that. The queen of MMA stepped away from the sport for good.
Yeah, that's it for her. For sure, she's gonna retire. She can't take anymore. If she won a rematch, I'm gonna do the same thing, because she can take my punches.
Outside of the octagon, Rousey married former UFC fighter Travis Brown and has gone on to make a name for herself in the ranks of the WWE, fittingly carrying on the nickname Rowdy in honor of her wrestling idol, Roddy Piper. Rousey's time in the spotlight is far from over. A true warrior, a sporting icon, Rowdy is a legend.
I feel like I'm really been able to up my game with every single outing, and I think that every single challenge has pushed me to improve more and more and more. And, you know, this is me after the most challenges I've ever faced in my life. Like, this is the best that I have ever been.